All right, so you had asked about stacking the tail and how many pieces of the tail there are. So I've got this pack job at that point. Do you want to work on this? Actually, it'd be easier for me to show that way. So I've just closed the tailgate and I'm about to stack the tail. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to scoop the entire tail to the side. Okay. What I'm looking for is the stabilizer, which is this triangular piece of fabric here. And I want to use the stabilizer to establish my fold line. I'm going to pull the stabilizer up. Be careful not to pull it out because there are two lines attached to the stabilizer. One of them is here and it's really hard to see. The other one is down here and that's really easy to see. But pull it up so you're right straight up on that line. Run your finger down this seam until you reach the trailing edge. And then you're going to pull the folds out one at a time and make them the same size. So I've got one. Next fold is right here on the seam. Two. This one is harder to spot because the stitching's on the other side, but there's still a seam there. Three. That one's easy to see. Four. Okay, and this one again has stitching on the other side, so it's hard to see. Five, and this one's a little tricky because there's no line attached to it, but there's still a seam here. Six, and again I've got no line and the stitching on the other side, so that one's pretty hard to see, but most canopies will have a color change here because that's the center cell. Is that six? And then seven is this one right in the middle. So you should have 7 seams on each side, but I'm counting the middle seam as belonging to both sides. I think in total there are 13 seams you have to count to stack the tail.